Hey everybody, it's William Green. Welcome back to My Green Pets. And as you can probably tell, I am not feeling so great. I have a cold or bronchitis or something, but I am going to push through and take you through what's going on in my collection right now. I think I'm going to do this all in one take, so forgive the shoddy camera work. I will do my best to keep everything still. Let's see, plants in bloom so far. My little Path callosum is still blooming out. Looks nice. Phragmipedium grande has put out its second flower. The first flower just fell off a few days ago, and it's crazy when these things fall off. They don't wilt or anything. They just fall off exactly as they are, perfect. So you can kind of. I took it actually to show some people because it was still in perfect form. My let's see, Phal Schilleriana. Look at this little guy. So cute. All bloomed out. And let's see if we go around to the other side. I can show you Amiciella monticola. Amiciella monticola. All bloomed out too. It's been open for a couple weeks now, so probably not going to last much longer. The Oncidiums are doing well. They got big spikes coming up on them. Here's another one. And this, my Oncidium maculatum, look at this spike coming out here. And I think it's got little branches developing on it as well. 1, 2, 3 branches, and then more flowers here. So super excited about that. That is going to be so nice. Of course, Hal, the Bulbophyllum echinolabium, still blooming out. This is flower number 12, I think. And over here it's got one, and there's one hiding out under here as well. The Medusa Bulbophyllum, I think, for whatever reason, this happened to a lesser extent last year too. I don't think it likes being indoors in the green room. I don't think it likes to be under, either it's not getting enough light, it is kind of at an angle here, but a lot of the spikes that have pushed out have gotten to a certain point, and now you can tell that they are actually just, they're done. They're not going to bloom out. So not too disappointed in this. It's just sometimes it happens, you know. So there do look like a couple of flowers are going to go ahead and try to open. There's this one down here. Looks like it's going to try to open, and there might be one in the front that's going to try to open as well. But I think the majority of them are just going to quit. And I understand. I mean, normally this plant blooms in November or December, so maybe it's just, you know, it was just set back too much, and it's been too long. I don't know. So in the next couple of weeks, I'm going to be cutting off all these spikes and finally splitting this plant up into several pieces, and then contacting those of you who are interested in a piece of that. What else here? Oh, exciting. This is I made 5 divisions of Hal, the Bulbophyllum echinolabium. And this is a small division, only 2 bulbs on it, but can you see right there? Blurry. New growth is happening. New growth is pushing out. That is very good news. That means that they are doing okay. They're rooting. And hopefully the others will follow suit and start pushing out new growth soon. And as soon as that new growth is well on its way and the weather warms up, they will be available. And I will be getting rid of all but one of those divisions. Let's see, my Cycnodes Wine Delight. This is a Catasetum type orchid. And it's putting out new growth, lots of new roots as well. And last year I started watering about this time, but I'm going to wait a little bit longer. I don't think that the roots are long enough. I want to see more roots and more length on those roots before I start watering it. And the bulbs are quite shriveled, but I don't care. Well, I saw these plants growing in the wild in Mexico in December, and a lot of their pseudobulbs were very, very wrinkled, but they were big, happy, healthy plants. So I'm convinced that they can handle it. Is there anything else? Of course, my multifloral paths are doing pretty well. Got new growth on a lot of them, and hopefully we'll be seeing some blooms on those this year. And my little Cattleya seedlings, putting out lots of new growth. Each one of them has new growth, new roots. Always good to see. And so yeah, we're gonna hope that those are gonna do better and better as time goes on. I repotted a few of them. The emphasis being on the ability that they got to be able to dry out quickly. They do not like to stay wet. That is certain death for these plants. They need to dry out very quickly. And when I say dry out, I mean dry. Not moist, not damp. Dry, bone dry. The larger ones over here are doing nicely. You can see the new growth down there. Pushing out slowly but surely. And fingers crossed that they just put out bigger bulbs and maybe even a flower this year. Who knows? We can hope, right? We can dream. Okay, let's go upstairs real quick and look at the flowers that are in the little sunroom. Okay, here's my little window, sunroom-ish type of window growing area. Have my little poinsettia. It's been blooming all winter. Very nice. Happy about this guy. This is Clivia miniata, and it's got a little bloom spike pushing out. Looking forward to those bright orange flowers. And then these are all my phals up here, kind of hanging out. And oh, I love this little guy. Look at this one. Look at him. I think this has been identified as Sogogotris. Isn't it nice? Look at all the roots. Love this little guy. Put him over here. And then you got your whites, got your pinks. And what's something that they're kind of doing this year they didn't do last year. This one bloomed on this spike during the summer. And then it grew 2 more spikes and they bloomed, and you can see all those flowers have fallen off. And now look, it's got a whole new set of buds coming out of the end of it. So that's what that hybridization does. It just makes the plants want to keep blooming. Look, there's another spike coming out of here. I've heard that these phal hybrids will literally bloom themselves to death. Like they'll keep blooming even when they don't have the energy to do so. But I think they're fine. I think they're okay. I wish that this one could hold on to more than just 3 leaves at a time. But I mean, you can tell they need to be repotted. They're kind of, look at all these roots. Yeah, they've kind of been neglected for a couple years, but they're tough. They're tough little boogers. This one definitely needs to be repotted. But yeah, that's all, man. Spring has sprung. The daffodils are blooming. I think I got one through the window here I can show you. Yep, daffodils are in bloom. So spring is here. We didn't have much of a winter. We had a few weeks of cold, but it colder than last year, but not nearly as cold as it probably should have been. But anyway, that's it for this week. We talked a few weeks ago about a YouTube orchid show, and I think that it could be fun. I think it could be great. I think we should keep talking about it because I think to be a really good orchid show, it would be nice to make it at the end of the year, and just everyone who wants to participate can just throughout the year keep filming, making videos of their favorite flowers in bloom, and so that way at the end of the year you can kind of compile them all together into one video, and then we'll make a show out of it. Anyway, seems like it might be something that could be fun, so please be thinking about that. We've got lots of time before that would actually happen, but it's an idea we can keep thinking about, discussing, making decisions on, and then maybe there'll be something to look forward to at the end of the year. Okay guys, well hopefully next time I will not be so ill and I can talk to you a little bit more freely, but until then, I'm William Green. These are my green pets, and see you later.